this video, we're going to be discussing a couple of key fundamentals for the driver's swing, which will help our beginner golfers hit the ball long and straight. So I'm here with Ryan today, and we're going to demonstrate these key fundamentals. So the first thing, and the question that we get a lot of, is how high do I tee the golf ball for my driver? So Ryan, how high do you like to tee the ball for your driver?
So I like half of the ball to be above the top of the club here. So I always tee it up, and then I look at it and I test it. So I want to see half the ball above the club. So that looks perfect.
Perfect. And with larger face drivers these days, this has kind of evolved over the years, but generally speaking, it's a good rule of thumb for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then the next thing we want to make sure we do is we have a little bit of a wider stance when we're hitting a driver, because we want to create a nice stable base for us. And then Ryan, talk to us about the ball position for your driver.
So ball position is going to be off the inside of my left foot and off of my left shoulder.
Okay.
Just like we went over in our beginner full swing series.
Absolutely. And the reason why we want the ball a little bit more forward is because whereas with an iron you're hitting more on the down angle of attack, on this we're going to actually be hitting a little bit more up on it. Absolutely. So everything we do here is to make sure that we increase that angle of attack and make sure that we're catching the ball cleanly off the face.
So something we do to increase that angle of attack is actually tilt this way.
Yeah.
And that helps hit more up on the ball,
Absolutely.
take spin off the ball, get further distance, more carry, really helps hitting up on the ball.
So if we boil this down into just a couple of steps, we have our tee height, was the ball just a little bit above the club face, half of the ball. And then our stance is going to be a little wider, and we're going to move the ball off of our left heel. And then we're going to get a little bit of tilt. So when by tilt, we're saying the left shoulder is going to be higher than the right shoulder for a right-handed player. And then once we have that, so these are just setup keys. And then as far as actually hitting the shot, I think one thing that's super important for our beginners to understand is that we want to make a full shoulder turn, okay? And we have a great video on shoulder turn to help you guys if you need a drill for more shoulder turn. And then the last thing that I think is super important, especially on the first tee, is making sure that we complete this swing in balance. So Ryan, go ahead and demonstrate that in a practice swing for us.
Okay, so go ahead and walk you through. So I got my tee height, I'll check it.
Yep.
Get a wide stance.
Perfect.
Ball off the inside of my left foot and off of my shoulder. I'm going to tilt to the right. I'm going to make a full shoulder turn.
Yep.
And then I'm going to finish my swing on my left side and hold my finish.
Perfect. So I think it's important to practice the basic fundamentals of the setup, and then as far as a swing thought, it's pretty simple. Make your full shoulder turn, finish in balance. So we practice that, and then we get up and just hit a shot. So Ryan, let's see you hit one for us.
All right, so walk through it again. Just got my tee height, looks good. Take my wide stance. Ball's off the inside of my left and off of my left shoulder. I'm going to tilt, make a full shoulder turn, and hold my finish.
Perfect. And that's a nice high ball flight with very little spin. It's going to get you the maximum carry that you're able to produce and hit the ball long and straight.